Kentucky Farm Bureau. If you could take the microphone out of my ear, Brent, thank you so much. And now the Dawson Springs Panthers. Head coach Mickey Blue, the starters, number 20, forward Mickey Blue, the other forward, number 44, Jaden Plunkett. The center, number 5, Deskin. I have Deskin Deaver, and the guards are number 21, Montgomery Johnston, and number 24, Easton Borland. For the Henderson County Colonels, coached by Tyler Smithhart, it will be the starting forward, number 14, Elijah Suggs. He had a dunk fest last night in Hopkinsville. The guards are number 24, Lakin McKinney, number 4, Dwayne Moss, number 3, Cooper Davenport, and number 2, Xavion Johnson. The tip-off is coming your way here in just a moment. It is brought to you by DSS Rentals. Tip off your next project with DSS Rentals, proud supporter of Henderson County Athletics. Score top-notch commercial and residential equipment at 1631 South Green Street and online at dssrentals.com. DSS Rentals, quality tools that assist every project. And let's kind of go back last night. Scott Stone joins me courtside. Colonels, I wouldn't say got off to a slow start, but had a little bit of a hard time separating themselves from Hoptown in the first half. What was the difference maker in the second half, Scott?
Well, number one, defensively wise, they hit 4 or 5 from Trayville, and they were deep, but they were wide open. We allowed them to shoot them that far out, and they knocked them down. Second half, we came out. We didn't let them shoot it from anywhere. Once they crossed half court, did a good job of getting all over them and taking care of business, and that was the difference in that game for sure.
Henderson County in with a record tonight after last night's victory of 3-2. Dawson Springs, they are 1-2 with the win to start the season over Christian Fellowship. That followed losses to Webster County. Only a 3-point loss back on December the 6th against the Trojans. That game played in Dixon. They dropped a 6-point decision at Mayfield, and it should be a really good matchup tonight. I will say this, as I like the color scheme that the Panthers have with the purple, white, and their black uniforms. Henderson County in their home whites trimmed in maroon with the gray numbers trimmed in maroon as well. Again, the tip-off is brought to you by DSS Rentals. Ben Stone on the live and said the stream is working now. Very good. So video stream that at WSONradio.com and the WSON YouTube channel. McKinney wins the tip, goes up with the left hand, and quickly Colonels get the first basket 3 seconds in. 2-0 Henderson. Colonels picking up full court. With the ball outside is going to be the point guard, number 21, Montgomery Johnston. He gets it over to Plunkett. Plunkett cross side to Rex Blue. Now they go down in the paint to Deaver. Back out it goes to Johnston. Johnston with some hops. He had a vertical dunk. Went off 2 feet, went straight up and dunked it in the pregame. Don't know what opportunities he'll be afforded there as this one progresses. Back out front to Johnston. 2-3 zone now as the Colonels sink back into that, Scotty.
You said that Hoptown had a kid that actually dunked on Suggs. That boy could jump now.
Oh, yeah, well, that's good. I didn't think we had the only dunker in the region, but certainly seemed that way for a while. Moving on the basket, that's number 44 with the runner, Plunkett. No good. It's pulled down McKinney, and he looks to run with it. And that is going to be off the iron, no good. And with the rebound, Rex Blue dribbles it up. Up front it goes to Blue. He goes back there to Junkett. In the corner, Junkett. Back out front it goes to Deaver. Deaver to Blue. In the corner to Junkett. Back out, I should say, to Blue. In the corner it goes to Montgomery. Back out to the Deaver in the high post. He almost throws it away, but Blue runs it down right here in front of the score table, right in front of us.
They look like Western Kentucky with those uniforms and got Panthers on it.
Trade the headache of trying to do everything by yourself for the relief and confidence of working with an expert. For more details, visit ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory in downtown Henderson or go online, atacpa.net, ATA Business Amplified. In the paint, Davenport's got it, gets it out to Johnson, now down low to McKinney. Scoops no good. Kind of made that shot harder than it was. And going the other way is Montgomery. He loses it, but he hit it off of Moss, but they're going to give it to Henderson anyway. We'll
That was
take
a bad
that.
call, yeah.
That was a
been their
break
ball.
for the Colonels. As you are listening to Colonel Basketball, WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Colonels with only the 2-point right now. Suggs gets it in the corner to Johnson, back on top to Moss. His three-point shot is good. Three-pointers are brought to you by former Colonel and now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We use Walker's initials WB to signify a Henderson-made three-pointer. Back the other way quickly. He'll try a three. That is Davenport. No good. Johnson had a hand on it. Now McKinney's got it. McKinney loses it, and it's picked up by Deaver. And they're going to head back the other way with it. Out front it goes to Plunkett. I think I was combining his first and last name. It's actually Plunkett, not Junkett. And out front it is knocked away and tipped out of bounds. It'll stay down here as they're saying it went off of Cooper Davenport. Mickey Blue, the head coach of the Panthers, having a long discussion with the official the last time the ball was down here in Henderson's court. Not sure what the angle was.
He thought his player got bumped there on. He thought Johnson bumped their guy.
Deaver with it at the free throw line, gets it out front to Blue, spins in the paint, and a bad pass is stolen away by Xavion Johnson. Johnson gives it up ahead to Moss, and they pass it back out. To the basket is Suggs, no good. Rebound put back up again by Elijah Suggs, getting his first points tonight. 7-0 your score. Timeout on the score, on the board, I should say, for Dawson Springs. A 30-second timeout as we'll take a break as you're listening to Henderson.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
And a steal, back to live action, off the glass and good, as that is going to be our drive of the game. That drive to the basket presented by Patriot Chevrolet Buick GMC. Honesty, value, trust, that's the Patriot promise. Make the short drive to Patriot Chevrolet in Hopkinsville for your new vehicle, or drive online to patriotchevroletbuickgmc.com. Look to finish off the three-point play, and it is good for Elijah Suggs, who gets into the scoring column now. And a ball is stolen away in the backcourt by the Colonels. And McKinney misses his third shot of the night, but he gets the rebound. And this time, Deaver blocks that one, and it's the Panthers heading back the other way. Out front with the basketball, Rex Blue. He gives it up to Montgomery. That is Montgomery Johnston. He's got it out front, and the Panthers will reset the offense. Checked by Davenport, moving to his left. Now he gives it out. Blue out front with it. Good pass down low to Deaver. Back out front it goes. Back into the hands of Blue, and the pass is deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Panthers. 3:52 to go. Panthers yet to get on the board. Henderson leading it 10-0 here as we're just past the midway point of the first quarter. Steve Tao, Scott Stone, Ben Stone here on live streaming video coverage. Brent Tao back at WSON Studios. He's our board operator tonight. That was knocked away by Xavion Johnson of Henderson, out of bounds to Dawson Springs. Again, they played a lot of close games. They are far better than that 1-2 record would indicate. That one's tossed into the backcourt. Bringing it across is number 24, Borland, and it's knocked away. And they're going to get a foul on Davenport. That's going to be Davenport's first and the team's first.
Matter of fact, they had Webster County pretty much beat. Webster County came back and beat them by a buzzer beater.
Yeah. And that one's tipped under the basket and good for Easton Borland getting the first two of the game for Dawson Springs. It's now a 10-2 game as Johnson walks it up, gets it over to Moss down low. Good pass and a dunk off the baseline for Elijah Suggs, and the assist to McKinney, and it's a 12-2 advantage now for Henderson.
Wow.
They get the steal in the backcourt. McKinney's with it, spins, gets it out to Johnson. He drives on the basket. His runner is no good. Tapped around and tapped away. Picked up by Davenport. He's knocked down. No, they're going to call the foul. No, the travel, rather, on Cooper. Just a little bit out of control. Then he ran into another player and went to the ground, and that's going to give it back. Not a lot of aesthetic beauty for either side, really, but both teams just trying to feel it out right now.
Lady Colonels improved to 4-1 today. They knock off Prep School out of St. Louis, 47-44. Thank you, Mr. Bayer, for giving me updates today.
Yeah, of course, that was a tough one. We knew that being a very good prep school, 47-44 the final in that. Turnaround shot is good by Deacon Deaver, and it's a 12-4 game as we close in on the 2:30 mark here remaining in quarter number one. Johnson has it back out on top. It goes to Davenport. Johnson moves on the basket, back out to Davenport. Thought about the three from the left elbow, back iron, no good. Deaver brings it down, hands it over to Johnston. Johnston dribbling around the backcourt. One hands it over to Blue. He drives on the basket, gives it up, and it's out of bounds off the hands of Easton Borland. It'll go back to the Colonels. Trayston Davis. And coming in also is Cole Branson into the game for the first time. Both of these guys have been super subs. When they come in, it amps up the energy level exponentially. And they're going to be in here for the short term with right at 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Branson, left side it goes. Davenport thought about it. On top again to Branson. He goes back to Davenport. Long three is good. A WB3 is brought to you by your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We use his initials, WB, to signify a Henderson-made three-point shot. Shot from about 18 is good from Deacon Deaver, and it's now a 15-6 game. Scotty, I've got the Colonels down for 2 threes right now. Is that right?
Yes, sir. 2 of 3.
Out front it goes to Branson. He gets it to the top of the key to Davenport, over to Moss. Now back out to Davenport. 2-3 zone being applied right now for Dawson Springs. Davis at the top of the key. He's going to be the high post. Low post is Suggs. Long three is good. Another WB3 for Cooper Davenport. That makes it an 18-6 game with a minute to go in the quarter. Johnston gets it quickly across to Deaver. Deaver looking, gets it back to Johnston. He's got the basketball. He's going to go cross court to Blue. He'll take his first three. No good. And Davis does what he does very well. Cleans the glass for the Colonels. Moss has it down to the left corner, just here by the scores table. Over it goes. And Davenport again with a three. This time he'll take the foul on Montgomery Johnston. That's going to be the first on Montgomery, the second on the Panthers, and that will send Davenport to the line for 3 free throws. Thanks for joining us. If you watch the Wildcat or listen to the Wildcats here on WSON, big win over Louisville. They've won 10
out of 12.
Is it 10 of 12 now? 8 of 9, something like that. First shot on the way, and it's good. Subs getting ready to check in. I'm going to say for both teams, but I can't really tell. I know we've got one coming in for Henderson. Second free throw, and that's actually going to be both Henderson subs. Shot on the way from Davenport is also good, and that's going to bring Lakin McKinney and Xavier Johnson both off the bench to replace Moss and Suggs. Just under 35 seconds to go, first quarter action. Colonels right now, Scott, on a pace to score 80 or more.
No doubt.
Yeah. But we thought the Cats were going to get 100 today, and that didn't happen. Yeah, 120 is what he had to figure out to be.
When he had 30 in the first 10 minutes.
Second free throw rims out, no good. So Davenport with 2 out of 3, and the clock moving at 30 seconds to go. Junker in the corner, back out it goes to Blue. Blue goes to Johnston, back over to Plunkett, I should say. Deaver has it. Now he goes into the corner to Borland. Back it goes inside to Deaver. Quick passing right now for the Panthers. 3-point shot on the way, no good. And Davenport clears for the Colonels. He's being checked quickly by Johnston. Cross-court pass it goes. Long three, no good. And at the end of one quarter of play, your score, Henderson 20, Panthers of Dawson Springs 6.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
All right, we start the second quarter with the Panthers with the basketball. Out front it goes to Johnston over right side to Blue. He'll take a quick three, and it's good. That is the first three-point basket of the night for Dawson Springs, and it trims the lead now to 11 for Henderson at 20-9. Henderson breaks the press rather easily. Davis cross courts to Davenport. Out front it goes to Johnson. Back to Davenport, who's already knocked down a couple of threes. In the paint to Johnson. He was fouled on the play, but they let it go. Gets a rebound off there, does Davis, and he's done a far better job at the putbacks this year. This time he earns a trip to the line and a three-point play opportunity for senior Trayston Davis. That foul's going to be on Deacon Deaver. That is his first foul, first team foul of the quarter.
Any points we get from Davis is a bonus.
Trajan with the shot on the way. No good.
First miss from the line this year. He was 2 for 2 last night.
Both Suggs and Moss set to check in here at the scores table. Clock moving now. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Colonels 22 and Dawson Springs 9. In the paint it goes to Deaver. He gets it back outside to Johnston. Johnston dribbles out to the top of the key. Gets it back to Deaver. And a long three and no good from Blue. Rebounded by Plunkett. And the putback is no good. And Branson clears the rebound for Henderson. Out front with the basketball is Davenport. Left side, it goes to Branson. Back to Davenport. Back to Branson in a two-man game. Johnson has it. He gets it to McKinney. Thinks about it. Moves on the basket. Blocked.
Wow, nice
Second
block.
time he's been blocked tonight offensively. And here comes Suggs and Moss returning to the game for Branson and Davis. Henderson will have it just to the right on the baseline under their basket. Johnson lobs it in to to Suggs. Out front to Moss. Moss hands it off to Davenport. Back to Moss. Right side, top of the key. It goes to Johnson. He moves on the basket. Kicks it back out to Moss. Right side to McKinney. Colonel's looking to eat up a little clock here. Davenport gets it over there. A three-pointer from Johnson. Off the iron, no good. Rebound is pulled down by McKinney. His putback is up, and it is good.
Double-double last night. 4 points, 3 boards already tonight.
He's the guy that does a lot of the dirty work.
He picks up the garbage.
Yes, he does indeed. Deaver gets it over to Blue. Blue will drive on the basket. Kick it out to Johnston. His three-pointer straight away is no good. Now it'll be Plunkett with a chance to take a three, and it's up, and it is good. Henderson got to do a little better job at closing out on the three-point shooters. Moss has it. He'll drive on the paint, and he'll move it out front to Davenport. His three is good, a WB three for Cooper Davenport. Now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We used Walker's initials WB to signify a made Henderson three-pointer. Rebound to Suggs. He loses it off his knee and out of bounds. It'll stay with Dawson Springs.
What's crazy, Suggs has no blocks yet in this game. Of course, they're not really challenging him.
Yeah, I was going to say they've taken about, 6 or 8 really quick threes in this offense, does Mickey Blue's squad, and right now just not going to get a chance to. Knocked away and stolen, and the layup is good. That is a Farmers Bank shot. Farmers Bank thinks long term, always has, always will. See how that makes all the difference at Farmers Bank on South Green in Henderson. Under 5 minutes to go before halftime. Colonels have opened up their largest lead at 29-12, and the shot from Deaver, no good, and it's picked up by Johnson. He'll take it up himself. They're going to get a backcourt foul. That's going to be on number 24, Easton Borland of Dawson Springs. That's going to be his first, team second of the quarter, so with 4:40 to go, Henderson will take the ball out on the backcourt unabated. Moss will walk it up. Dawson Springs still in the 2-3 zone. The alley-oop off the back of the rim.
I guess that's a shot, I guess.
Yeah, it was
supposed to be an alley-oop.
It'll go down as a shot, but unfortunately.
Oh, my gosh. It almost went in.
It did almost. And you've seen those happen before. Those have went in many times, and I've seen in basketball history. All right, out front, Johnston has it. Cross courts it over to Borland on the baseline to Blue. He'll dribble up, now dribble on the basket, and the shot is blocked. First block of the game, and Scotty will keep that stat for us. Long three from Davenport is good. Another WB three for Cooper Davenport. Three-pointers are brought to you by former Colonel and now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. Long three out front is good for Jaden Plunkett. And that makes it a 17-point game again, 32-15 Henderson County. Clock running here near the middle part of the second quarter. Left-handed layup is up and good for McKinney. What's McKinney got now?
6 points.
6 points on his way to double figures, maybe even in the first half. Montgomery Johnston pounding the left-handed dribble by the arc. He brings it to his right, hands it off to Blue. Blue dribbles, takes it into the paint. Good pass down low, but blocked, and a foul. We'll see if that's going to go on Elijah Suggs with the body or not. And that is on Elijah, and I've got that as his first foul, team's first in the corner. And that'll bring Easton Borland to the charity stripe for a couple of free throws to cut into this 19-point advantage. First one up and no good. Trayston Davis and both he and Cole Branson quickly back off the bench and back into the game for Henderson County.
7-man rotation. 2 guys come in, and then those 2 that went out come in for 2 other guys, and they just kind of rotate like that, give everybody a little breather.
Second shot off the backboard, then off the front rim, but no good. Not a good trip to the charity stripe for Borland that time. As we close in on 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's a new play call. Tornado.
Into the paint it goes, back out it goes to McKinney. He'll take the three. It bounces high off the rim, no good. Put back by Suggs, no good. Tapped around, and Davis has it for Henderson County. Davis cross court to Branson. He'll try the three, no good. Davis another rebound, moves on the basket. Good pass, back to him, off the glass, and good. A Farmers Bank of Henderson bank shot. Farmers Bank thinks long-term, always has, always will. See how that makes all the difference at Farmers Bank on South Green and Henderson.
4 points, 4 boards now for Davis.
Yeah, I got 2 guys doing all that dirty work now. Makes it a lot easier on the rest of them. And that one from 3 by Deaver, no good. A wrestle for the ball as McKinney had it. It was wrestled away. He was pushed out of bounds, and the foul. The Employment Solutions Division at ATA can help you manage your company's most valuable assets, your people. From hire to retire, ATA helps their clients with human resources, professional development, and more. ATA, amplifying your business beyond accounting. ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory sponsoring Colonel basketball all this week. Out front, Davenport says, why not? It goes again.
You're not going to guard me.
3-pointers again brought to you by former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. As he sponsors every May 3-pointer for Colonel and Lady Colonel basketball. Layup coast to coast is no good by Branson. Colonel's largest lead at 24. With 1:40 remaining in the half, Johnston will take the shot. Back arm, no good. Picked up by Suggs. Over to Davenport, who shovels it off to Branson for the layup. The Colonel's now with a 26-point advantage. Scotty, does the running clock run in the first or second half?
Second half for sure. If both coaches, well, if the coach that's trailing agrees to it, then it starts in the first half.
All right, looks like we got a timeout on the floor. Henderson County takes a 30-second timeout. We'll come back with more action here at Colonel Gym.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Welcome back to live action. 1:18 to go in the first half. With Dawson Springs with the basketball. Out front it goes to Johnston. Montgomery moves on the basket. Off the glass, no good. And rebounded by Branson of Henderson. And the Colonels, that's what they like to do tonight, off and running. Johnson will take a three. And it goes. A WB three for Xavion Johnson. 3-pointers brought to you by a former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner.
Colonel 7 of 12 from three-point line in the first half.
That'll win you a few ball games, Scotty, especially in the first half, getting you off to a quick start. And Scotty's going to get a word from the coach at halftime. That one's no good. Over the back, though, it looks like that rebound is up and good as Plunkett went over Johnson to get it. And the putback from about 4 feet away goes. And we're 30 seconds from the end of the quarter. Colonel's 44 and Dawson Springs 17. A 27-point advantage for the Colonels so far. Colonels looking to hold it for the last shot. Coach Tyler Smithart shouting instructions off to our right. Coach Mickey Ballou seated about 10 feet from our left here. 5 seconds to go. Davenport gets a good look, and it's blocked by Deaver. Picked up by Johnson, and that's going to be it for the first half. And Scotty's got a word from the coach.
Coach, observation of the first half.
Did a good job of making them uncomfortable and taking, long threes. Biggest thing is we did a good job on the glass. Most of their points have come off second chance opportunities, but overall we've done a good job on the glass, which is why we got out in transition, got some easy ones.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck second half.
All right, let's go take a timeout. We'll go to halftime as Colonels at the half will begin in just a moment. We'll come back with the halftime show with the Colonels leading 44-17 over Dawson Springs as you are listening to Colonel Basketball tonight, brought to you by ATA CPAs and ATA Advisories. Back after this.
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
When I was asked to join Owensboro Health's board, it felt like a calling. As a board member, I am a voice to the voiceless, bringing their concerns to the table to ensure continuous excellence. You're treated like family, with connection, compassion, and trusted care from neighbors who truly care. I am proud to help ensure that every voice is heard and every patient receives the care they deserve.
So in YouTube channel is Henderson leading at 44-17. And again, Scotty, as you told me, it begins the running clock. They changed the rule from last year to this year from 35 to 30, we are to believe. So that has to be at the agreement of both coaches, right?
In the first half.
In the first half.
Now
But now
we're
in the
good to
second
go.
half, it's a done deal.
As soon as we get it to 30.
All right, the ball is brought in.
I got 7 of 12 shooting from 3. We do that every game. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice to take that on the road with us. All right.
Especially UHA.
Ball is taken away. Turned over by Johnson, bringing it up. Right side is Blue. He'll dribble the paint. Nice feed. That's a block. What do we got? I think the second or third block now. Down to Davenport for the layup. And it is good. And the Colonel's off to a quick start even after turning the ball over. 46-17, right side it goes across the midcourt stripe to Blue. Back it goes out front to Montgomery Johnston. Left side to Plunkett. Plunkett back outside. And they will reset their offense into the paint. And Deaver with the shot that's no good. Tapped around And coming down with his Borland. He tries to give it to a teammate cutting, but throws it behind him. And the Colonels will race the other way. A long three-point shot back iron, no good for Davenport. He taps it ahead. Now he's got it. There's a scrum, and it's going to be a tie-up. And Dawson Springs has the possession arrow. It will go over to the Panthers.
That one would have failed when you got that running clock.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I guess we would. We got a 29-point advantage here.
How dare him miss that?
Yeah, especially after the night that Davenport has had.
No doubt. Last night, too.
In the corner with it is Blue. As Rex will get it out front to Borland. Borland to the high post to Deacon Deaver. He'll hand it off to Johnston. As we see the Panthers running an offense. Driving on the basket, tipped on the shot. Blue. And it's tipped by Suggs. The other end we go. Out front to Johnson. He'll take the three, and it's good.
Running clock.
That is a running clock three-pointer. And three-pointers brought to you by former Colonel, now your local Ever Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We use Walker's initials, WB, to signify a Henderson-made three-pointer. Left corner from Borland is no good. And the rebound controlled by Dawson Springs. Out to Deaver. Deaver to Borland. Borland with it now out front to Plunkett. Left corner to Blue. His three is no good. Tapped around and hauled down by McKinney. Midcourt he goes to Davenport. Down low and missed the layup. Was Suggs. Didn't have his feet under him to try to dunk the basketball.
I think he was going to try to dunk it.
Yeah, he was definitely going to try to do that. Down it goes to him again. He turns on the basket, spins, and scores for Elijah Sugg. How many is that for Elijah now, Scott?
9 points.
Not bad at all. As the senior looking to get into double figures again tonight. With the basketball, 51-17. Henderson leading it. Deaver drives on the basket. That one is blocked. And it looked like these Panthers wanting goaltending there.
It probably was.
Could have been. Now he's going to get a technical foul for his troubles. And it's going to go on the bench of Dawson Springs. That'll be the only thing right now that will stop the clock is free throws and technicals. And this time you're going to get both.
We've already got a running clock.
Davenport will shoot the technical. First one is on the way. Rims out, no good. He'll get a second. .505 remaining, third quarter. It's already, as we said, and Coach Mickey Blue alluded to it, a running clock situation. Second shot is good. And Trayston Davis, along with Amari Stewart, will come into the game for Henderson County. Stewart wears 0. Trayston Davis, 30. And the Colonels will bring it across there with 5 minutes remaining in the third. 35-point advantage. Branson kicks it over to in the corner to Amari Stewart, out of bounds. It remains with Henderson County. Into the backcourt it goes to Dwayne Moss. Moss dribbles across the three-point line. Now back out to Davis after getting it into him. Three-point shot from Branson, no good. And a rebound from Henderson County. And a left-handed layup driving to the basket is good for Trayston Davis. And we'll write that down as a Farmers Bank of Henderson three-point shot.
Davis now with 6 points, 5 rebounds.
Borland's got it, spins, gets it out to Johnston. He'll take the three, and he'll knock it down.
Nice shot by that young man.
It certainly was. Certainly was. Out front, it'll be a three-point shot up and good. That's Amari Stewart getting his first bucket of the game. It's a WB3 as 3 points are brought to you by former Colonel. Now your local Weber Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner.
We got 9 makes now.
Three-pointer this time. Johnston not able to knock it down. Out it goes after the rebound from Sugg up to Branson. He dribbles across the three-point line in the corner. Moss will take his first three of the night. No good. And it's knocked around off the touch by Blue. Well, they missed that one. That was clearly knocked out. Clock is running, and 3 minutes and 10 seconds as Dawson Springs will bring it in. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A game that's going to end quite early tonight. But Johnston weaves through the paint, gets to the glass, can't make it. Blue hustles for the rebound, gets it out front, and they throw it in the backcourt, but they let it go.
Save.
They let that go. And into the corner it goes to Blue. He goes back down court, or back down low. Out front it goes. Three-point shot from Plunkett is no good, and Davis has another rebound.
6 now.
Moss has that one knocked off of him by Borland. That's going to be the that's going to be the first foul of the quarter. Second one on Borland of the game, and Jaron Byram comes in. Davenport also comes in. This one, he's for Henderson. 57-20. Clock running near 2 minutes. Right at it. Left in the third. Tonight's game is brought to you by ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory. And a layup is good. They get a nice inbounds play there. Davis knocks it home.
We've got a lot of those this year. Layups, all out of bounds play.
Out front it goes to Johnston. We want to thank our video sponsors, Hargis Collision and Owensboro Health, Henderson Healthplex. Down low to Blue. Turns around off the glass. No good. And rebound out of bounds. Braden Williams, one of the new players into the game for Henderson County. Now Lakin McKinney will return, and he'll replace Moss. Clock running under 1:20 left in the third quarter, with Dawson Springs taking it out just to the right of their own basket. Plunkett gets it in. Out front it is. Plunkett comes back in, gets the ball. Now in the corner it goes to Rex Blue. His shot no good, and McKinney with the rebound.
He's got 7 boards tonight.
7 boards for McKinney. He'll go coast to coast, and that one's knocked out of him and out of bounds. He'll get the foul. Clock running under 1 minute to go as Cole Branson looks to come back in. Customary, they'll stop the clock when it gets in the hands of the shooter.
I was just getting ready to say, I don't even understand that. Just
let
it run.
That's just part of it, I guess. All right, substitutions returning Xavion Johnson and Cole Branson, replacing Davenport and Traysden Davis. Davis has had a quality night, a very good night in limited minutes. 39.3 seconds remaining in the third. Second shot from McKinney rolls in, 61-20. As Johnston will jog it up for Dawson. Goes over to Plunkett. His three is off the rim, out of bounds, and it's going to be Henderson's basketball. This will probably be the last possession as the clock is at 20 seconds and counting.
They are just 4 of 18 from Trayville.
Yeah, they knew they was going to have to. Dawson was going to have to hit a lot of threes to make this and keep it competitive. The combination of them not hitting the three and the Henderson has been hitting it has been
we made 9.
Part of the reason. Three-pointer from Byram is no good, and the foul, no, they are going to get a foul.
On us.
And we'll take a timeout. That's into the third quarter, 61-20. Henderson County leads it over Dawson Springs. You are listening to Henderson County basketball on WSON.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
All right, welcome back. As the fourth quarter is underway, trade the headache of trying to do everything yourself for the relief and confidence of working with an expert. For more details, visit ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory in downtown Henderson or go online to atacpa.net. ATA Business Amplified. First possession for the Colonels comes up empty with the ball and knocked away and stolen by the Colonels, picked up by Braden Williams. He hands it off to Xavier Johnson. There's going to be a foul on Montgomery Johnston. Johnston fouling Johnson on the play. That's the third foul on Montgomery, and the first here in the fourth quarter. Amari Stewart will check in for Cole Branson as the youth movement continues for the Colonels as Little is into the game for Henderson County, number 23, Travis Little. That was stolen by Blue, and he's going to head the other way. Blocked on the way up, but pulled down by Johnston of Dawson, and a foul on the play. It's going to be on Jared Byram of Henderson County. Jaron picking up his first foul. And that'll put Johnston at the line for a couple. First one on the way, and it's good.
And next week, another busy week on the radios. We'll have a game Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. 2 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah, we got the Thursday girls game is the only game at home this week.
That is true. But some big-time matchups. The boys will play UHA and Evansville North, and the girls will play Mater Dei and Castle.
2 teams out of Southern Indiana for the Lady Colonels. Out front, it goes to Blue, dribbles down, kicks it out to Johnston. Back, he feeds it out in the corner to Blue, who gets it to Plunkett. Plunkett back to Blue, being guarded by Byram. Byram will now switch off, and he'll tap it off of, he thought he did, and a foul is called on the play on Byram. And for Jaron, that's going to be his second. Jack Dalton will come into the game for Byram. Number 33, Jack Dalton. 61-21. The Colonels now with a 40-point lead. And a tie-up. And they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay with them.
21 just tried to bully right past him. Could have been a foul on him there.
Yeah, just as well. 3-pointer from the corner is good from Blue. And that makes it a 61-24 game. Henderson with it. Johnson goes left side to Dalton. Dalton to Little. Back in the corner to Dalton. He goes down low. Williams turns and fires back iron. No good. And it's cleared by Plunkett. Out front with it is Johnson over to Blue. He thought about the 3, got it back to him, over to Deaver. Plunkett's 3, no good. And Travis Little will clear the carom. Gets it over to Johnson. He spins, has it knocked away. And they're actually going to say he dribbled it out of bounds. Multiple substitutions for Henderson County. Going to say number 21. I don't have a 21 in the book. Shot is good. A 3-pointer from the corner.
Blue.
For Rex Blue. That's his third of the game. I don't have number 21 in the book.
There could have been a foul on 21.
That can't be because
on the board they put 5. Yeah, they put it on Byram. Another one on Byram, I guess.
Well, that last one might have been, but Byram's not in the game.
I know. But they didn't put nothing on the board. Oh, no. The ball was out of bounds.
Right. I'm talking about there's not a 21 on this roster for Henderson County. Yet he's on the floor right now.
Oh.
I know what his name is.
That's Hall, yeah.
But he's not in the book. That's a technical. Out front it goes. Blue will take a long 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound is up and in by Blue. Following his own shot. Great hustle by the young man. Walking it up is Little. He'll go left side to Dalton. They'll go high post Taking the shot is Rush as Jack Ryan into the game. And looks like Clay Hall with the basket. Under the basket there, that is.
Yeah, Hall's in the book. It's just
wasn't in that book.
Wrong number.
That's still a technical.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't a technical. I just said he
I know who he is. I know who Clay Hall is. I'm telling you, he's not in the book officially.
I was just telling you his name.
I know his name. You know I do these games too. When you're over here, I'm over there.
I got to coach him, so I definitely know his name.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. 2:52, clock running. Henderson 63, Dawson 29. As Colton Thompson into the game for the first time. Maybe this season, first time I've seen him in a ball game here at Colonel Gym, which is the only games I've been to so far, the home games. Down low it goes to Deaver off the glass. It's going to stay, and a chance at a three-point play for Deacon Dever. It's on Colton Thompson, his first, team's fourth of the quarter. And the free throw is no good. Picked up by Blue. He gets it out front to number 21, Montgomery Johnston. Back out front to Blue it goes. And Plunkett will take the long three and cash in on it.
He's got 11 now to lead Dawson Springs.
Under 2 minutes remaining in this one. Inside the rush, back out it goes. Into the paint, blocked by Dever that is. Coast to coast, and the layup is good by Johnston of the Panthers. Officially, 90 seconds remaining in this.
Colonel's going to go to 4 and 2.
Yeah.
The big matchup with the Blazers Monday night in the little bitty cracker box.
Landon Smith, left side he goes, and there's going to be a foul. Looks like it's going to go perhaps on Blue, and it does. Jaron Byram returns to the lineup. He'll replace number 15, Jack Ryan Rush. Taking it out will be Smith across the way in front of the student section.
Toughest place to play a high school game, it has to be UHA. We're talking, if you've never been there before, if you've ever been to Chandler Elementary is more spread out than UHA. That tight. And just that amount of seating for a high school game. Gosh.
Just enough, huh?
And the weird kind of tart, it's a tart floor. It's like rubber.
Shot by Hall underneath is no good, and a tie-up. And out of bounds to Henderson County on the change of possession. This will be probably the last possession of the game. Out front it goes, 10 seconds. Henderson just going to hold it. Out front to Smith, now to Thompson. He'll go down low to Hall, and that's going to be the ball game with your final score. Henderson 63 and Dawson Springs 36. We got a lot to get to in the post game, and we'll get right to it in just a moment. But just to let you know, the Employment Solutions Division at ATA can help you manage your company's most valuable assets, your people. From hire to retire, ATA helps their clients with human resources, professional development, and more. ATA, amplifying your business beyond accounting. You're listening to Henderson County Colonel Basketball on WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and ATA Advisory. Back with Colonel postgame when we return on